Hello, my trusty violins. I am so excited to be working on this piece with you. And there is so much to learn from this piece. So let's just jump in. We're going to work in this video, we're going to work on the beginning all the way to letter A. So the way I see it, there's like 3 sections of this section. Every line is kind of its own idea. So let's break them down into each line, and then we can work on them at different speeds. And then at the end, we'll try to play it from the beginning all the way to letter A at a couple different speeds, okay? So I've talked to some of you about this in lessons already, but you should be counting when you have 16th notes, like in measure 2. We're counting like 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a all the time in our heads, okay? So when you're playing at the beginning, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 3E and a 1, 2, 3, 1, 3E and a 1, 2, 3, 1, 3E and a 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay? So let's break that a little bit, break it down a little bit. The first 2 measures sound like this. Let's just do that. Now, I meant to say this at the beginning of the video, but if there's something that you want to go back and figure out or take a little bit of time to practice on your own, you can always pause the video and work on it yourself, or find the spots in the video that you really like and you want to work on. So I'm just going to kind of end up doing things just once in the video, but you can always pause and do it over and over again as many times as you want to. Okay, so here's the first 2 measures again. That little scale is so fun. Just make it sound really light and peel your fingers off. Okay? Now, the bowing that I want to try that we haven't written in our music yet is every time you have a measure that's 3 quarter notes like this, in the first line I want you to go down, up, up, down. Okay? So it'll look like this. Okay, go ahead and pause it and try it yourself if you want to. Let's do it one more time. And then it's the same thing on the A string. And then the same thing. Now a scale that goes up. And then another bow. Or if you end up playing the open A that's on the bottom. Okay, so that would sound like so you can choose if you want to play the top note or the bottom note, but that's what that should sound like. Okay, so here is the first line. I'm going to play it super slow first. Okay, we're going to go at 50 beats per minute. So I'm going to take my little metronome, turn it down to 50. One, 2, 3. Okay, that was not perfect. I'm going to say that, but that's okay. Here it is at 80. Now, if this is too fast for you, that's okay. There will be a day when this is not too fast for you. It might not be today. That's okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Lovely work. Now here is the tempo we are going to try to play at for the concert. It's a little bit faster, but not too much. Okay. 1, 2, 3. How'd you do? You do okay? Again, feel free to go back in the video and find a spot that feels good and work on that, okay? Let's go on to the next line. This is measure 9, and I'm not quite sure what I want you to do with the bowing for this yet, so I'm just gonna play it as it comes, and we're gonna figure it out together, okay? But for now, let's just play what's on the page. So this is what it sounds like. If we start down bow for now. The one thing I want you to be mindful of is the E. If you're playing the top notes, when you come to an open E in measure 11 and measure 12, 13, 14, 15, use a pinky. I promise it might be difficult right now, but it will be easier as you practice this more. So in really slow motion from 9, it's like, here comes pinky. The good news is it's the same thing twice. So here's the next part. Pinky. Okay, that's kind of the only thing that's really scary. The 16th notes look scary, but they're just scales. So the first one is, and the second one is, okay, so you're just peeling your fingers off just like before. Okay, let's try this one with the metronome. Where is it? 50, there it is. Okay, here's the second line. 1, 2, 3. That was like our super slow tempo. Now I'm gonna move it up to 80. This might be too fast today. That's okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then 100 is our goal. 1, 2, 3. Whew. Brutal. Okay. Now the third line. Third line looks way scarier than it really is. Okay, you're like, what are these like fuzzy things, these little scribbles underneath all of these notes? All it's asking you to do is play them as if they were a group of 4 16th notes. It's basically the composer just being kind of like, I don't want to write out a bunch of 16th notes because it's the same note over and over again. So instead of this, that will be the first measure without the little fuzzies, right? But we actually want it to sound like this. And the trick is going to be using like this much bow and staying really steady in your string, kind of like when you play like double treble, right? When you're really like dun 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 dun, right? Very, very scrubby bows. So, okay. But for now, let's just go through the next 3 measures and pretend that those fuzzies are not there. Let's just make sure we got all the notes, okay? We've got B. Now this is nice because it's actually secretly just a D major scale, the top of the D major scale coming down with a B right before it. Okay, if you can remember that, this should be easy. So we start with a B, and then we go up to D, the top of the D major scale. Okay, now this time we're gonna try it with the 16th notes. And so you're thinking 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E. Oh, sorry, it's not in 4. Oh, I'm so sorry. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a... Okay? So, try it with me. Ready, set, go. If that's too much for you right now, it's totally cool. Okay, you can totally play them as quarter notes for now and just get the note changes at the same time. There's also something in between our friends called the 8th notes that you can absolutely use too. So you can go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and... If you're kind of like bored with quarter notes but not ready for 16th notes, you can play that one in the middle. And then you just have a couple extra notes that you have to learn. So if you're playing the bottom line, this is going to be so easy for you. You're just going to go and that's it. Okay. Top line changes a tiny bit more. Okay, you have and you know what, I can tell you right now that I'm gonna want you to do a down, up, up in measure 22. Okay, so down, up, down. I'm gonna show you that right now. Here's the bottom line again. Ready, and down, up, down. Okay, now here's the top line. Down, up, down. Okay, so now here is the whole third line with the top line. I'm going to skip up to the top line, and then I'll do one more with the bottom line. Okay, so here's the top line. Actually, let's do it with the metronome. So here is 50. Okay, ready? So 1, 2, 3. Except guess what we forgot? The down, up, down. I'm so sorry. I'm a human being and I screwed up, so I'm sorry. But you know better than me. Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna do the bottom line now. Ready, set, go. here on out, I'm just going to play the top line because it's a little bit harder. But if you're playing the bottom line, feel free to jump in with your bottom note. It's going to sound so good. Okay. I think my metronome battery's dying. Yikes. Okay, here's 80. It's getting dark. I'm going to turn on the light. Okay, yay. Here's 80. 1, 2, 3. Cool. And then here's 100. So 1, 2, 3. My metronome isn't working anymore. Now it's working. Oh, but it's getting sad. It's dying. We're gonna try it again. Okay, here's 100. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then, wow, there's something going on outside. We're going to play through the whole thing at a really slow speed, and then we're going to play it at a medium speed, and we're going to play it at our performance speed, okay? So here is 50, and I'm going to go through the whole section from the beginning all the way to A. Try to play along. If you need to press pause and do it yourself, it's totally okay. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Metronome's dying. That's really sad. Okay, here's 80. Let's see if it'll work. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. Beginning at 80. 2, 3, ready, set, go. much. You're doing so great. Here is 100. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Ready, set, ready, and go. For me too, my goodness. But we did it, and I'm so proud of you and all the hard work that you're doing. This was a very long video, and it was kind of like a whole nother lesson for you. So thank you for taking the time. And if you have questions, you know how to get a hold of me. You can message me, or you can comment on the video, or you can ask Mr. Will, or write your question down on the side of your music, and you can ask me when we have our next lesson. So take very good care of yourself and spend some time with this, because next week we have to move on and we're going to learn letter B. So get this time in, and you're going to feel so much better about your playing. Okay, talk to you soon. Have a great week. See ya.